so ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you!
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and get out of that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mike el jefe.
ビッグマイクとチーフ、ミクマイและหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Chief-o!
Oh yeah, Happy New Year.
Oh!
Oh.
How you doing?
How you doing? Cheers.
Chief-o
Happy New Year. There we go.
took the biggest shite in the history of which is not my address. Fuck, cancel it. We'll have to cut. We'll bleep that
out, yeah?
Bleep
Why,
out.
do you have people who'd be turning up?
No, I actually fucking hell. We'll put this on the next episode. I got sent a second Hustlers University helmet so that we could both wear them.
Lovely.
We'll have them on for the next.
Lovely stuff.
We'll have them on for the next pod. Thank you
Nice
very
one.
much. For the helmets, we needed them now.
We did, yeah. Keep our thoughts safe.
Oh, yeah. Make sure nobody's stealing our ideas.
Yeah.
We'll have our heads like fucking Fort Knox.
But the shy, that's my New Year's resolutions, to take shorter shites.
Because you went in there now and the setup had to be done and you fucking hid in the toilet there for the best part of an hour.
I wasn't hiding.
You were hiding
I
in
was
the toilet.
not hiding.
You were.
I was not. That wasn't a work dodging shy.
You were playing fucking...
I'm the master of the work dodging
playing
shy.
fucking Crazy Birds or whatever. Was that the name of the... What was the name of that game?
Crazy.
Fucking Birds with AIDS. What was
Birds
it?
with lazy
Birds
birds.
with cerebral palsy. What was the name of the game? It was a crazy...
Birds of a feather.
What was that game that everyone liked that had fucking crows
Something
or the
with
birds? Was it Crazy Birds? Or Mad Birds?
It was something like
Birds
that.
with dementia.
Yeah.
Birds
with AIDS. Did you say that already?
I did Birds with AIDS already.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus, we're on fire already.
Airborne AIDS.
Yeah. So, but you were in there anyway, and you took as long as I was. See, I'm hungover now, and I'm full of paranoia. I'm like, Chief's in there now, dodging work.
That's what you were thinking. I wasn't.
That's what, you know.
I wasn't even thinking that at all.
What was taking you? What was taking you so long with the shite? Was it just
That's
a rough?
just how I shit.
But was it a rough delivery? Like what was?
It was. It's a girl. It's in the sink. Drying
You're gonna have
off.
a gender reveal party.
Yeah.
For your shite.
It's just gonna be brown.
Yeah.
No, that's how I shit.
Was it a big solid shite? So
it was. Yeah. My arse is in bits. I have a hemorrhoid, and
you saved that to come over here to this house.
I didn't do it deliberately.
Well,
I was gonna have one in Costa.
It seemed like it was fucking.
There was an intention
premeditated.
behind it. Yeah, I had an ulterior motive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you can't even open the window to air out the thing because it just goes
because
into the
that's
kitchen.
basically our pantry. That's right
Why
beside
is there
the
a
kitchen.
toilet in the? Why is there a toilet there? Why is there a window behind the toilet going into your kitchen? I've never seen that. I've travelled the 7 seas.
Look, you're
gonna
have to talk to the fucking King Charles about that, or whoever designs the houses. King Charles designs the houses in England.
Yeah.
But so basically, that toilet is not used for shitting. It's just basically used for whoever is down here to piss or brush their teeth. And upstairs is where you let off the fucking
the bangers,
the nuclear bombs. That's where Pearl Harbor happens.
Right. Okay.
It's up top.
Well, you need to put
the Japanese kamikaze pilots fucking
nice
go to die.
Oh, I saw Godzilla actually. Yeah.
You saw Godzilla?
Yeah.
Well,
Godzilla -1. Have you heard about this?
What does that mean?
It's a Japanese. They've made a Japanese version and it's
of Godzilla. Isn't Godzilla Japanese anyway? Isn't that?
Yeah,
the
but
point
all the famous Godzillas have all been like Hollywood Godzillas, and Bryan Cranston's in it and whatever. He played Godzilla, and no, but it was made by it's in Japanese, made by a Japanese film studio, and it's all in that's the whole movie.
Cool.
And it's good. It's a good movie.
Does Godzilla ever go to a vending machine and put in money and get used underwear out of it?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
and just go.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's good.
That was the post-credit scene.
Fuck.
Yeah, he
Jesus.
What else? I've been to Japan, so I should know. I've been to Japan.
What beaches do you have?
Great place.
Yeah.
Went down to the Suicide Forest in I told you that before, didn't
I? I think you did. It was the same place that Logan Paul lost his virginity, wasn't it?
That's where it was. Yeah, that's what people don't know about that thing.
Yes.
He actually fucked
one of the trees.
The body.
Oh.
No, he fucked the body.
Oh. Oh, like of someone who killed themselves.
Yeah. Have you actually seen that video?
I haven't. No.
No, it's quite eerie.
Is it?
Because they show the fella hanging.
Oh,
you're hanging today.
I'm hanging like a nun's tits over here.
You're hanging like a Japanese man in the suicide forest.
That's right. I'm hanging like one of the chins of a sumo wrestler.
You had a big night last night.
Oh, I did. I was down in Dorset. I only realised there's Dorset Street in Dublin.
Yeah.
And that's like Dorset Street, probably. Like, it's probably named after
Dorset.
It's like a little country town where people who, killed 5,000 Indians retires to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he comes back to Dorset and lives in the countryside.
Okay, yeah.
Tries to forget what he did to the natives.
So it's probably just all white people then, is it?
It is, and that's, do you know what I mean?
That's why you went there.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty tasty. No, I went down there and I was with the girlfriend's friends, and there was a 3-course dinner, and there was some beef Wellington.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's very white.
When you stuff a Wellington with beef.
Sounds delicious.
Gnaw through the welly just to get to the beef. But so we were there and we were, having a bit of a laugh. It was funny. There was one very funny moment in the whole thing. Well, there's a couple, but at one point we went up to this old abandoned church,
right?
To try see if we could summon the spirit of Henry VIII.
Yeah,
and so we went up there, and then all the girls were just, oh my God, this would be so lovely to get married in, probably over the century. So many people have been married here. And then one of the lads at the pond, he was like, actually, it was more likely that there was actually executions would have been done in a church like this. Yeah. So I don't think that you really what you're talking about. And then we just killed him. We killed him with a rock.
Pipe down, you virgin.
We did, yeah. We buried him behind the church.
I think that's what women...
And Logan Paul came around and shagged his corpse.
Oh, nice. Well for him. But do you think when stoners, they're always they see.
You talking about stoners that people smoke weed, or Middle Eastern men who kill women who kill women who wear thongs?
Well, listen, I'm a fan of both, but no,
stoners. Zoom into a stoner movie.
Cheech and Chong. But anyway,
she was wearing a thong. No, she's dead.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong. What's the word? Convert to Islam.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But anyway. Do you know when stoners, every time they see they're somewhere beautiful, they're on a Ferris wheel or something, this would be a great place to have a joint.
Yeah.
You know? So I think women have that, except it's they're in a place
with a wedding.
And this would be a nice place to have a wedding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But sure, they could be. I guarantee there's been women in Auschwitz that have been this actually really nice place.
Yeah, to have a wedding,
get married. I know that sounds weird, but
open plan.
The thing is that so much sorrow has gone here that it'd actually be nice to bring some joy to the place.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Something good to happen here.
Yeah.
Change the narrative of Auschwitz.
It would be a white woman as well.
So instead of it being about what happened to Jews, it's about when Casey and Brian cemented their love. Okay. How about that? Change of narrative.
Change the narrative.
We got hashtag change the narrative of Auschwitz.
Change the narrative.
Hashtag change the narrative.
Yeah.
So we've had enough.
We're actually going to rent out Auschwitz for our wedding. It's going to be sick.
It's going to be thick, pricey, but
RSVP.
Yeah, it's going to be
RIP, but also RSVP.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Save the date.
Save the date. Save the date. Put it in your calendar there, lads. Brian and Kish get married 7th of August
in Auschwitz.
In Auschwitz. It's going to be gas. Sorry, I didn't mean like that. Come on. Sorry.
Excuse me.
No, I do like
Speaking
to
of
gas. But anyway, there's one point in there. It is so funny, because there's men and women at this thing, and we were at this house of one of Helen's friends, and everyone's sound, and there's the boyfriends, and then there's the women. But sure, it's just so funny. Slowly, as the day goes on, it's just men just end up doing the most. Window lickery, kind of hate things
who's got the longest?
No, we were just all over with coins by a wall, just tossing it to see who gets the coin closest to the wall.
Yeah.
And first I saw a few lads doing it. I was like, what in the fuck are these idiots doing? This is so ridiculous. we're here at a party and, and there's nothing to be gained to no end. Just who gets it closer to the wall. If I get it closer, I'm the best man. And if you get it closer, you're the best man. Right? Yeah. So I went over. I said, what's all this about? Then as soon as I started, that was it.
I was sucked in.
I was locked in for about the next hour and a half. Yeah. But so then, and then, and women look over and they can't really understand it. Like, what are they doing? And why are they so content doing this stupid little thing? So then they start coming over and like
dancing?
But like in the way of the wall.
No.
Yeah. So they're like just kind of like dancing on the pitch of our little like fucking stupid coin toss game. Because like part of them is like, why do they care more about coins than us?
Yeah.
So they're kind of like doing this
Battle
dance.
of the Sexes.
Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah.
And then
God, it sounds like Saltburn.
Huh?
It sounds like Saltburn.
Have we talked about Saltburn yet?
Keoghan there fucking waving his cock around, no?
Like, Keoghan was there fucking sucking cum out of a drain pipe.
Keoghan was there with Peacock.
Showing everyone the fucking his bank balance.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for him to do it in Saltburn to whip out the phone.
Can you imagine Peacock appeared in Saltburn?
They would have been Peacock was the big dad on the spit during the party.
Peacock, I'm sorry.
Peacock is hilarious. He opened for me in Kilkenny.
Oh yeah,
hilarious. Yeah, he's the best.
He's the best.
Fucking love him.
I had a dream last night and it involved no other than Hugh Peacock.
Would you go away?
No, it did, right?
There's no place you wouldn't find this
the maddest, yeah, he's in my dreams now.
This might use to flip
I
into your
woke up
subconscious.
I woke up with a whopper headache, but I was shitting him out there in the bathroom, but I was shitting out the remnants of that dream. I had a dream where I went to the movies with the boys, and I lost the boys,
right?
And I was running around the cinema and I was like, I'm trying to find
where is Peacock?
Well, what happened was
where could Peacock be?
No, Peacock wasn't
Was he not?
Wasn't part of the gang going to the cinema. So I was going up to the people that work at the cinema being like, what time? I just see a list of the movies and when they start, and they were like, sir, calm down. That's all they kept saying. And I kept asking them, when can I see what movies are on and when they start? And they kept saying, sir, calm down. And I kicked up a fuss and I was like, don't fucking tell me to calm down. And then Peacock came out, and Peacock worked for the cinema, and Peacock had to like drag me out, and I was like, I'll have your job, Peacock.
Yeah. Did you know it was Peacock at the time?
I knew it was Peacock.
And were you like, what the fuck, you didn't work in a
Peacock,
cinema?
I thought I was your friend, Peacock. And he was dragging me. He was like the muscle for the cinema.
Go away.
Yeah, and he threw me out of the cinema, and I was like, I'm gonna have you're gonna be sacked in the morning, Peacock.
You lost a friend today, Peacock.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hearing from my lawyer, Peacock.
That was it. And then I befriended a dog outside the cinema.
Yeah.
And then I snuck back into the cinema, and then we went to go see some anime movie or something.
You and the dog?
Me and the dog. And then we bounced after about 10 minutes because it was shit.
It was shite. And then Peacock saw you on the way out, and you and the dog were both fucking flipped him the bird.
Exactly, yeah.
Fucking sick. But no, Peacock... No, Peacock. Now, don't you be getting upset.
No, Peacock,
because we love you. We love you more than anyone. And Peacock came down to Kilkenny by Jesus, and he stormed the place.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
great gig.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
He went up and he told him the truth.
Yeah, spitting facts.
He told him nothing but truth.
Right.
And the men from Kilkenny grudgingly respected it.
Right. Yeah.
They had to grudgingly dot their cap to Peacock. And say, by Jesus, because they see him in a rugby jersey immediately. Right. Kilkenny people are going to be like, skeptical. You big fucking prod. What's that about?
Yeah.
I'll show you Ireland's call. You going?
Yeah. And then he took the roof off the place, did he?
Yeah, he did.
That was the only way you'd be able to get him out. But Peacock, I'm sorry.
Speaking of Godzilla.
Godzilla. Peacock.
Peacockzilla. Cockzilla.
Yeah.
No. But oh no. Yo, Peacock. Peacock. Stay away, Peacock.
Kick for Peacock. No.
Leinster rugby jersey.
You know what's funny is that like we all the time we take the piss out of the Japanese accent, right? And we're all like, oh yeah, and you go watch a movie. And we're laughing because it's like, oh, that's what they actually sound like. You know what I mean?
Well, we've nailed it, and what we've actually been doing is paying homage to the culture.
Yeah, homage to fromage. And like you watch it, and it's just an hour and a half of basically who you. Like it's what they say. I'm sorry if I started to sound racist, but you know what I mean.
But if someone could explain to me, like how it's racist to repeat what you heard.
Exactly.
If I was in court and say, "Now, Mr. Ice, can you repeat exactly what you heard in the Japanese bun shop?" And then I'd have to, under oath, be like, "Oh, Shinda, peacock,
yeah. Peacock Japanese bun shop.
Bun shop, but peacock was trying to.
Oh, right, okay.
The owner was like, "Peacock, no,
peacock, no, please,
no, peacock, stay back away for you, peacock. I will get you a new Leinster rugby jersey."
Yeah.
If you
and was Peacock on the bag?
Huh? No. He came. He conquered, and he had to go home then. After my set, but he was
moonlighting as a shopping mall Santa Claus, was he?
For fuck's sake! So what the thing is,
a kid sat on his lap and he got lost.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to.
Well, we're gonna have Peacock on again soon, and I think that will be our last episode. Of Peacock will murder.
We're gonna have to do the podcast from within Peacock's stomach. Oh. So, it's becoming a running theme now.
It is
just insulting Peacock and his size. I'm gonna have to avoid Peacock now.
Our dear friends, Hugh Peacock, who we love.
Yeah.
So anyway, he came down. A guy, Porrick Ormsby, was down as well.
Shout out to Porrick Ormsby.
Ormsby's another
good friend of mine.
Great man.
Did he bang it?
Beautiful boy. He did great.
Good stuff.
And very funny man. And
he has IBS.
He does, but sure, listen, you know what I mean? He was in good company. Sure, my arsehole has fucking seen more action than fucking Colonel Kurtz.
Right. Who's
Colonel Kurtz? He was Marlon Brando played in Apocalypse Now.
Right, okay.
Remember, he's like, the horror.
Yeah.
Life is like you're a slug crawling across a razor blade.
That's quite, yeah.
And everyone was like, this is the best film ever.
Yeah.
That was the consensus at the time. But Brando was so fat for the movie that they were, I don't know, in my head there's just, as soon as I say that. Anyway.
Yeah, I know what you're
He was so fat for the movie that they had to like shoot all the scenes like in the shadows. So like all you could see was his face, because the rest of him was such a fucking disgrace.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Brando was gay, wasn't he?
Huh?
Brando was he wasn't gay, but he's
an actor.
Russell Brando.
Huh?
Russell Brando.
No, he wasn't gay. No, he was just.
But he dipped his wick in a few lads.
Well, sure. Back then, a man wasn't a man until they got, and certainly an actor wasn't an actor until they got the flute of a fucking, executive of Paramount Pictures up their hole.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rock Hudson, you know him?
Well, Rock Hudson, he,
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
But Rock Hudson, he was obviously very gay, but he told people famously he wasn't. But sure, it was lies.
But it was all lies.
It was all lies.
Lies of
It was all lies of fucking cabaret.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I was down this place in Dorset, and the wigs were on the green. But sure, I got out of there before it got full Saltburn, because I was I'm too old. There was the devil's dandruff was fucking was flowing around the place.
Right.
And,
no Head and Shoulders in sight.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't a fucking sign of fucking Jennifer Lopez in sight doing an advert for it. But so I just went to bed or whatever. But I was home for Christmas.
Right.
Back in Ireland.
In Ireland, yeah. I was home for Christmas, yeah.
Well.
It was good, yeah. I have to run something by you now. This is what, did your mum cook the Christmas dinner?
She did.
She did, yeah. Good dinner.
Lovely, yeah.
Lovely dinner, yeah. So my mum...
You heard any different?
No. I heard the same thing, yeah.
Like a shit-eating grin on your face over there.
No, I heard that it was great.
Yeah.
So my mum does this, right? She, now let me see what you think about this. So she cooks the Christmas dinner like about 2 days beforehand. And then on Christmas Day, we take it all out of the fridge and we just put it on plates and we all queue up at the microwave. And then by the time the first person's eating their dinner, the last person's only just got theirs out of the microwave, like.
So no one's eating at the same time.
Not really, no.
Right.
Because I think my mom's just she's
So
just
it's like it's kind of like a revolving door.
Yeah.
Of a Christmas dinner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I think she just likes to do nothing on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So she.
Well, this adds up with, having raised a son who sits having a shite for 40 minutes
come
to
on.
avoid setting up the fucking podcast.
That's
it all tracks now.
That's a stretch,
doesn't it?
So that's bad, right? That she does that.
Yeah.
That's shocking. Like.
Well, like there's bad. I don't know if you would say
it's haram.
It's bad. It would be haram. If fucking
Harambe.
Yeah. If fucking your man was here, who's the king of Islam?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. I think he fucking is, lad.
Ahmed.
Ahmed. If Ahmed was here, he would say that that's fucking haram.
It's haram. Yeah.
And like that's a fact.
Yeah.
Ahmed's another man we need to get back on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind if we got him and Peacock on to play chess. Just that the whole episode.
Yeah.
Like just Mike and Chief are not here today. It's just the two of them.
Just
like give him a bag of coke and then just a chessboard
and a chessboard.
See what happens.
I want to see Peacock and Adam Shore from the Two Jews sumo wrestle. Wouldn't that be a sight for sore eyes?
Good God.
Yeah.
That'd be I don't know. Someone's
dying.
Someone's dying there.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. But so I mean, so what you would do anyway, just to get this straight.
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
You're all are the dinners made up?
Yeah.
And put in the fridge?
Yeah, so it's all ready to go in the fridge.
From 2 days before?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And
so
then we all just
so like spuds, ham, turkey.
Yeah, it's all there. And don't get me wrong, it tasted great.
But so then you all just queue up at the microwave.
Yeah.
And you put it in for what? How long does it take to heat the dinner?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes to heat a dinner.
Yeah.
It's been in the fridge. Okay, let's say it takes 5 minutes. That seems a bit off to me.
Why?
It just seems a bit long.
That's a weak microwave.
Microwave has fucking HIV, does it? The immune system's down.
Yeah,
it's like I'm going as fast as I can.
It has long COVID.
Huh?
It has long COVID.
Put it in the microwave. It's cold. It comes out frozen. You're like, what in the Jesus? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's Jewish as well.
Yeah. Well, that was the implication.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes, right? So if your brother takes his dinner out of the microwave, now you go in 5 minutes. By the time you come out, he's finished his dinner.
Yeah.
So you just kind of...
there's three of us. There's only three of us in fairness.
Three, but you take turns eating Christmas dinner.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you'd have to be like, hurry, because we wanted to be sitting together eating.
Right.
But it wasn't, possible, And it's crazy.
What's the gravy situation?
The gravy was flowing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But like, wait.
The gravy's ready to go.
But like, are you heating the gravy? Well, is the gravy made on the day, like?
No, the gravy is cold, I'd say. And then you pour the cold gravy on the...
Gravy is from the Christmas before.
Yeah, yeah.
And you make next year's
Christmas.
Gravy.
Yeah. She has next Christmas's dinner already cooked.
Yeah,
right. And it's in the freezer.
In the freezer.
Yeah. And and then the gravy's... Then we just pour the gravy on cold and then throw her in the microwave and then heat it all.
Yeah.
And it's madness, like. And then we had the table, and we were all sitting on the couch, with the table. The kitchen table was it was a sight to see. Yeah, the table was low, like knee level, and then we sat on the couch
and watched
and
just
the royal family.
The video of your parents getting divorced.
Yeah, that's a sad video.
All I have to say, all I will say is this: this story like bodes well, shines good light on your father.
Yeah, he made a good show.
It's like,
I think that's why they got divorced, actually.
Well, honestly, this is grounds for divorce.
It is.
This is grounds for you to look to be. If you were a teenager, I think you get put in social services
for that nonsense. Yeah,
for this queuing up at the microwave.
Oh, it's shocking. Anyone I tell is like, that's absolutely disgraceful.
I mean, it's grim. You're making dinner like a fucking orphanage. It's like you're making it this Dickensian Oliver Twist, queuing up for gruel, like thing.
Yeah.
When it's a nice Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
But you're waiting.
I was like a homeless shelter. Yeah.
You're waiting in line, like you're about to be, fitted for fucking a uniform and be sent off to war.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
for fuck's
shocking.
sake. Yeah, I mean, that's grim. My father now, speaking of grim, he said, one thing he said to me this Christmas, he goes, he said, he was there, he's like, do you want Anton date? And I was like, oh yeah, sure I will. He's like, there's a few sausages in it. I was like, oh grand, yeah. He's like, and he said, do you want them cooked? I was like in what universe?
Yeah.
Would I not want them cooked? He said, oh sure.
As in raw sausages.
Yeah. And I says,
your dad just eats raw sausages.
No, my father does eat raw sausages.
Seriously,
this is not a joke at all. He eats raw sausages, which I think there's nothing more like a flaccid penis to put in your mouth than a raw sausage. But my father, he does eat raw sausages. Listen, I'm
I'm preaching to the choir here.
I am, absolutely.
Yeah.
But so my father was like, do you want them cooked? It's like, where's I want the fucking sausages cooked?
Yeah.
Since you're in London now, you want the sausages cooked? I never had raw sausages.
Yeah.
You stupid gun. He's like,
well, you had sausages for Christmas dinner.
Huh?
You had sausages for Christmas dinner.
Raw sausages.
Yeah. Jesus.
Well,
Christ.
no, this
remind me to never go to the rice household for Christmas. The peacock stay for Christmas dinner.
No, but sure, we told him about the raw sausages, we wouldn't have been able to keep them away, I suppose. But no, well, my father, so he was saying that, and my father was just being, insane himself over Christmas. But I tell you one thing, I did a thing a couple of years ago with raw sausages. So I did a little kind of a sting operation. So so my dog Queen Maude, she's gotten very fat now and arthritic, I think is the word.
Okay.
Is it? She's just like
stiff.
Do you ever see dogs when they get to a certain age and they've already started to be like, like a stuffed animal on the wall?
Taxidermy, yeah.
Taxidermy, their body's just doing that to itself. Like it's their sides just gets like weird and hard.
Yeah.
And they just start moving in this kind of weird kind of just. Like
they're hobbling.
They're just kind of hobbling. And, so Maude is like, her legs are ready to give way. She's gotten into a right old fat bitch.
Yeah.
And, but years ago now, like Maude would have been my best friend.
Yeah.
On the farm.
You told her everything.
Huh?
You told her everything.
I told her everything, and we had our formative sexual experiences together, and
she was a shoulder to cry on.
Absolutely.
A paw to cry on.
A paw to cry on. Yeah. We sniffed each other's bums and
nice.
Sure, you were young and you were kind of experimental, but I remember there was a thing. So I'd always be out on the farm with Queen Maude.
Yeah.
And but there was a thing that always bothered me, because I'd be out there and we'd be having a great old time, and I'd be telling her about the wind that shakes the barley, the plot of the film, and she thought, well, she would have liked that. And,
chicken coop.
Huh?
I always sleep in a chicken coop.
She'd be talking about, waffling on about a chicken coop.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I would always, every time I'd be out in the farm, I'd be with Queen Maude. Then I'd need to go for a piss, and I'd always turn away from Queen Maude when I go for the piss, because being honest, I was afraid she'd fucking bite my cock off.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
She liked the raw sausages.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I don't know is the thing.
Right.
But all I know is I distrusted her, and I was afraid. If I was really honest with myself, my fear was that if I pissed in front of her or just showed her my flute in that way, that she would just bite my cock off.
And your real fear was that you'd enjoy it.
My cock being bitten off? Well, for that brief moment.
Of
sheer ecstasy.
Yeah.
No, famously.
Oh, I thought you. Yeah.
Because famously, the greatest pleasure known to man are heroin and having your cock bitten off.
Well, I thought you were saying that you were worried that she was maybe it's gonna be a sexual thing.
Well, then that wouldn't have been a worry. That would have been an excitement.
Yeah, it would have been excitement. Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a worry at all.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, you can tell a person and say, hey.
Yeah.
Don't be using teeth there now. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
But sure, you might as well be talking to the wall telling Queen Maude. So anyway, I decided to run an experiment.
Right.
To prove Queen Maude was trustworthy.
Okay.
So what I went in and I did was I got a raw sausage out of the fridge, and I used this as a ringer.
Right.
So then I went back out and I was with Maude, acted like there was nothing up. Just same old. I was telling her this time about the movie In the Name of the Father.
Right, okay.
Jim Sheridan.
Yes, yeah.
Giuseppe Conlon, the
Name of the
Guildford
Father.
4. Wrongfully in prison. I was telling her this story about that.
Right.
And she was like, oh, that's terrible that they got prosecuted. They were innocent. I said, sure, look, I'm just repeating the story. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah. I'm out there doing all that. And then I decide to, so I say, oh, I act like I'm going for a piss, right? And I turn away from Queen Maude.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going for a piss, you know. Just nothing's different. But then instead of with my cock out, I take out
to get the raw sausage
and use it as a ringer.
Then
I turn back towards Maude with my raw sausage as my willy.
Yeah.
To see how she'd react. And all I can say is after that, I called her Hannibal Maude. She couldn't have bit my cock off any quicker.
Jesus Christ.
And I wouldn't mind. She bit it off.
Yeah.
So she bit the raw sausage that I was having play the raw sausage was playing my cock.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Day-Lewis played Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood.
Like Dinklage played Fassbender's cock in Shame.
I had a raw sausage audition for and get the role
of your cock.
Of my cock.
Yeah.
And so I pulled around just to see, and she just bit the raw sausage off. And then the cheek of her, then she eats it up. I was like, you conniving little bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she eats it, and then she goes, as if I'm going to pull another cock out of somewhere.
Yeah. But did she know it was your cock?
Huh?
Did she know it was your cock?
Of course she did.
Right.
She wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah. And did you make sure it was
where my cock would always have been.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then I knew that Queen Maude was not my best friend, but she was just an opportunist waiting for me to show her my cock.
Because she wanted to eat it, or was there like another motive? She was a misandrist. She hated men.
Money. No, I think it was just to eat it, lad.
To eat it, right?
Yeah. Eat, but sure, all she got was a fucking Denny sausage.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but now the worst thing about it now, is that now no one's safe because in her mind, all cocks taste like delicious sausages. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So now, you know, she's fucking has her eyes on the crotch of any man that walks into Greenridge.
Right, okay. You need to slap a muzzle on her.
Huh?
Put a muzzle on her.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's one way to do it, but
yeah.
But we actually, when people come to the farm, we have to say, don't expose yourself to that dog.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of lads who would.
Yeah.
If you didn't tell them.
She has that look about her.
Well, she has a little look, and right. Yeah. She's like, I don't know if have you ever read of Mice and Men?
Yeah.
The book.
J.K. Rowling.
No, it was not J.K. Rowling.
No.
It was fucking Steinbeck.
Eamon Dunphy.
Huh?
Eamon Dunphy.
It was not Eamon Dunphy.
No.
He wrote Roy Keane, the biography.
Yeah, also a great book.
A wonderful book.
You could argue as important to history as of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, had the same impact on the literary
Well, of course,
world.
Lenny in Of Mice and Men would kill puppies by petting them. And Roy Keane abandoned the Irish team in Saipan.
Yeah. Like puppies.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing. It was like killing puppies.
Yeah, it was,
Leaving Mick McCarthy and Robbie Keane and Damien Duff to fend for themselves.
I remember that happening when I was in Portugal or something with my family on a holiday.
Yeah.
And I remember that happening, and it was like Ireland had been invaded by Russia or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt like a very dark time.
Yeah,
like something really bad had happened, you know?
Oh, yeah. It was. The country went into a depression. I remember one time my mother cooked a big breakfast for us, like a big like sausage, fried rashers or fried eggs, all this stuff. And then, that was like, in a way, our World Cup.
Yeah.
And my father got upset and left the breakfast, and we always called it Psy Frying Pan.
Oh fuck! I was wondering where that was going.
And it paid off in spades.
It did.
It paid off so
in
lovely.
Spades, yes. Frying pan.
So Cy Peter Pan.
Yeah.
But was saying to you there about Of Mice and Men is that Queen Maude. So in that book. Curly.
Yeah.
He's a rotten farmer, or
Right.
like that owns like the ranch, and he has a wife, Curly's wife, who's a tart.
Right.
Big red lips, and sure she'd get up
She's
on a
a
rusty
whore.
nail.
Right. Okay.
Oh, she would, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like throwing a sausage in a bucket, shagging her. She said so
Right.
much.
Okay.
She's been fucking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Grand Canyon down there. But so anyway, next thing she wants to shag Big Lenny.
Right.
She probably thinks he has an absolute fucking rod on him. But anyway, so but Queen Maude is very much like Curly's wife.
Okay.
And she would try seduce any farm hands
Right.
that would come into our farm.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd have to tell him.
She put on some rouge and a.
She looked like a little slapper.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she's smoking a cigarette with one of those little.
Yeah.
What do you call them?
Cigarillo.
A cigarillo with
Yes.
the little.
And she got her nipples pierced.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
She did, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And she got. This is actually a true story. This is absolutely true. And this is one of the most bizarre things I ever saw. One time we were on the farm, and Queen Maude was walking around, and she's proud as punch, her tail up in the air, and she had a tulip in her arse.
Ooh.
So like, just, I'm not joking, the flower
Yeah.
of a tulip was just in her arse. Which,
How did she get that in there?
this is what I'm talking about. I was
Yeah.
like, someone in our family
Yeah.
is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that nature, like, just the stem of a flower just
Yeah.
into her asshole.
What if she ate the tulip then she shat it out whole
But I don't think that.
and then it got stuck?
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I
like
really.
that big boat in the Suez Canal. Do you remember that?
I don't.
You don't remember that?
No.
Ah, well. Anyway.
But I don't think that's what you said. I don't think is
Okay.
possible at all.
I don't think any of this.
No, lad.
Right.
I'm dead. This
Right.
is true.
Right,
I
okay.
swear on my life.
Right.
She had a perfect tulip
Right.
out her asshole, which meant that, like, at one stage, like, there was one of my, I assume one of my brothers
Yeah.
was a South Queen Maude. We all loved Queen Maude, and it's like, oh, Maude, you're so beautiful. You're
Yeah.
the most wonderful little dog in town.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that could make you any more beautiful except one little thing. And then they just, like,
Little
popped.
tulip.
Well, popped the stem of the tulip just in her bum. So then
Yeah.
her ass was made into a tulip. And then they're like, now I'll do mine. And they shoved a little.
Oh wow. Okay.
So then I was looking out to see if any of my brothers had
A
a
tulip,
tulip
in
up
their
their
arse.
arse, because that'd be a clue. But they didn't. But
Again, this sounds very Saltburnish.
what? That's it. Queen Maude,
Yeah.
man, she really did.
She was like Felix.
In Saltburn,
Yeah.
that everyone loved her.
Yeah. Everyone loved her.
Yeah,
Everyone was vying for her affection and her
lad,
attention.
they were in a way, and she put a spell on people. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'll put a spell
I
on
put
you,
a spell on you. But tell me this. So when did you see Saltburn?
I saw Saltburn. When did I see it? A few days before I left for Christmas. So yeah, 20th or something. And I loved it. Yeah.
That little fart there now, and it's already
Did
after
you,
hitting
yeah?
my own face, and I didn't mean to. It was a slip of the hips.
Slip of the
It was a
hips.
slip of the hips.
Hasn't
but,
hit me yet.
But I got told. This is a mad story now. A friend of a friend, an English woman, went over to Turkey.
To get a hair transplant.
Huh?
To get a hair transplant.
Yeah, she wanted to get hair put on her tits, but she wanted hairy tits.
Right.
Some people are into that.
Some people are into
Imagine
that.
a
It
big
gets
juice-
cold. It gets cold.
Absolutely,
during the
but
winter.
a big juicy pair of hairy tits. I'd say you'd have your takers for that fucking
Oh, I
product.
would. Yeah.
There'd be a queue like the queue
I
to
mean,
your
just
microwave at
look
Christmas.
Look no further than Peacock, but.
Oh, fucking
fuck.
hell!
Sorry, Peacock.
Good God Almighty! He didn't go to Turkey. I tell you that.
No, he didn't.
No,
he is
didn't.
a turkey.
He fucking ate one.
Oh.
No. Anyway, listen.
Sorry, Peacock.
Sorry, Peacock. Listen, but surely this is going to convert into good stuff for
Yeah.
Peacock. Name recognition.
Absolutely.
No, one of these times, like, I think I have a feeling like the last image I'm going to have in my life is of a peacock standing over me.
Yeah,
like,
in the middle of the night.
you didn't know when to quit. You didn't know when to fucking stop. No, but so she goes over anyway to get she gets to get hair put on her tits, and no, she didn't. She went over to get her tits bigger. No, she was getting her tits
Oh,
bigger.
tits bigger.
So she
Okay.
went over for a boob job, right? So anyway, she went over there, and the Turkish fellas that were doing the tit job. Men beyond moral repute.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Turkish men doing tit jobs in Istanbul.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, they put her under, and anyway, whatever it is, she wakes up, and anyway, she fucking, she knows tits are bigger. She says, that's lovely, but she doesn't feel very well, right? And anyway, she's like, fuck, I'm feeling a bit off. Anyway, whatever, but sure, the tits are bigger, and sure, that's what she came for. So she said, thanks to the men who are in the corner just rubbing their fingers, and she said,
yeah. And did she even go to like, it was like a hospital, or was it she just go to like a place that sells rugs?
I believe it was a freshly painted bin.
Oh, okay. Right.
That the procedures were going on in.
Right.
No, it was like a hospital or some sort of a clinic thing that was set up. So then anyway, she goes home and she starts feeling bad, and she says, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, her back was hurting her and everything. So anyway, she goes to the doctor, and anyway, the doctor has a full look at her. And turns out while she was under and they were doing her tits up, they also took one of her kidneys.
Oh, I've heard of this shit going on.
Have you heard of this happening?
Well, yeah, I've heard of shit like this happening. Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that mad?
That's mad.
That is fucking...
So she didn't even... Not only did she get a pair of Alibaba tits, they're after taking her fucking...
They're taking one of her kidneys. No, give the men her due. They left her the other kidney.
Right.
They didn't get greedy.
They didn't get greedy.
With it. They weren't men without a moral compass.
Yeah.
But they nicked one of her fucking kidneys.
And how did they...
Talk about men who'd steal the eye out of your head.
Yeah. But how did they not think she'd notice the scar and the fucking...
But so when she woke up anyway, so it's on the back there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what they did. I think they might put some little cream on it to disguise the scar. But sure, after a couple of showers, that goes off.
Yeah.
So she only discovered when she got back. And then she tried to find the clinic that did it, and it was
all gone.
Gone.
Jesus
so
Christ.
Like Kaiser Sose.
Oh, Kaiser Sose, yeah.
Absolutely.
Kevin Spacey was running the clinic.
Oh,
fuck me.
I know, yeah.
That is wild.
100%.
Yeah, like what they call it, organ harvesting or something. I have heard that story, yeah. But apparently that's only with, when they say, when you get your... That's only if you... They say don't go to Turkey to do, like, any operation where you're going to be put under. But, like, you can go get your teeth, like, veneers or...
Hair plugs.
Hair plugs or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who got a hair transplant there in Turkey. It's taken.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming in. It's coming in
nice.
strong. Yeah.
Well, I would get one now. You have a lovely thick head of hair.
I do. You took the piss out of my haircut on Instagram.
Wait, now.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you.
What did I say?
I put it on my story, and then you went ha 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 for some reason.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was a lovely picture.
No, I don't think it was. Now, do you know what I didn't like? So turn sideways there now. No, you kind of cut. It was too clean up to here. You looked a bit. Yeah, exactly.
What?
You need a bit of something down here a bit. It just all looked a bit fucking... It all looked a bit menacing.
Coming out of you.
No. You need
nothing can be too clean.
You need an outside lock.
Why are you talking about thinking about going to Turkey?
No.
You going a bit, are you?
No, I am going a bit. Like it's nothing major now, but there's a little bit of a retreat going on.
Okay.
They're like the fucking French army in World War II.
Right.
They're
Okay.
just doing the no. You know, the hairline's heading towards Paris.
Right. Okay.
But what was I going to say to you now? On the subject of Saltburn.
Yes.
So you watched that, and I watched it, and I've seen it twice in the cinema now.
I saw it twice in the cinema. You couldn't get enough of Kyogen's cock.
No, and the second time, let me tell you, I came in with a little bottle of lube and a fucking trench coat. I sat down the back.
Yeah.
No, I tell you, I thought it was a great film.
It's a great movie.
Loved it.
I loved it.
And I couldn't help but think when I was watching it, half of the stuff, I thought,
the Chief would love this.
Not only the Chief would love this, I think the only man I know who would do this is the Chief.
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, 100%.
Now Kyogen was there. He was like a little sucky calf with Felix's bathwater, cum-ridden bathwater.
That was hot.
Was that hot? That was kind of hot.
That's something I would have done.
Yeah.
When I was like a teenager, like.
Yes.
I would do something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely shambolic and disgraceful. Because you've no inhibitions when you're a teenager. The lines are blurred. You'll do anything. For anyone who hasn't seen the movie, it's not really a spoiler. Barry Keoghan is obsessed with this lad, and he's spying on him in the jacks. He's having a bath, and he sees your man having a wank in the bath. He comes in the bath, and then when your man leaves the bathroom,
yes,
he drains the bath, pulls out the plug, and as the water's going up, Kyogen sneaks in like a little spider, and then he goes over to the
little fox in the garden,
itsy bitsy spider, up the water spout, and then he goes down and he starts sucking the cummy water out.
Out of the drain.
Out of the drain.
And it's by Jesus.
Oh. When that happened in the cinema, everyone went, "Oh, Jesus!"
I watched it in Kilkenny for the second time. And like,
people were probably shouting.
People in Kilkenny started like smashing the wall. What the fuck is this shite? Ah, Jesus! No!
Fucking
people just going, no!
Down with that sort of thing. Yeah.
Ah, Jesus! And everyone had to act like when they came out, like everyone was kind of like, ah, Jesus, fuck's sake!
But everyone enjoyed it though.
Huh?
Everyone enjoyed
it. They did deep down, because everyone knows in reality we're all sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Ah, yeah.
We're all a bit sick and twisted.
We're all perverts.
And it's only who has the nuts to tell the truth.
Kyogen.
Huh?
I was going around telling everyone to go see that. And then people went and saw it and they came back and they were like, "Of course you loved it. Everyone's gay." And I was like, "Everyone's not gay.
They're not all
They're
gay.
not all gay. But they're all sexually fluid.
They're all fucking sure. They'd all fucking stick it in a crack in the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
These lads. They'd all fucking. There's not. If there was a rusty nail now that fucking was left alone in the middle of a room, Kyogen would have been sitting down on it.
I remember. I remember. Yeah, he'd put his cock into anything in that movie. But I was trying to jump. Oh, the camera's
for fuck's
gone.
sake.
Oh no.
The camera. What time are we at? Jesus Christ.
2 a.m.
It's fucking. Oh Jesus, we're at 50 minutes. We're after going way over. Sure, look, we'll finish it off. And
right.
It's a nice little staple that the
is.
last few minutes are on YouTube are just us being like frozen.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what else to do when the camera dies.
Yeah. It's no, it's perfect.
Anyway, but I remember when I was in the psychiatric hospital there a few years. When was it? When I was 20. And we'd have a movie night once a week, right? And fucking sure one day someone decided to put on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I was like, this is like Inception.
Of course, yeah.
And we were watching a movie about being inside a psychiatric hospital while we're inside a psychiatric hospital.
That's right.
I was like,
did you feel like McMurphy?
I was like, Joe Rogan was right. We're living in a simulation, you know?
Yeah.
And and everyone was like, oh, this is such a laugh. And then it got to the scene where your man kills himself. He cuts his wrists, and of course that triggered every person in the room. They were like, "Woo!" And all the nurse had to run in and start fucking harpooning everyone with fucking tranquilizers or whatever. But a few, that we sorted the wheat from the chaff that day. We saw it's sort of the men from the boys. You know?
It is an odd thing to show people because at the end of the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the 1976 movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but the Native American guy who's silent in the book, it's all from his point of view, but then in the movie, it's kind of whatever. It's all about Jack Nicholson, who's McMurphy, but. McMurphy gets lobotomized.
Yeah.
They cut out, a right scalp of his brain, which was a funny way to deal with mental illness at the time. Just fucking cut out half that cunt's brain.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that won't soften his cough.
It softens his cough.
If that won't put a bit of manners on him.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets lobotomized and he's just like, dull. And he had told Native American, if that happens to me now, just kill me. So Native American fucking... smothers him with a pillow and then just like jumps out the window of the hospital and fucks off. But I'd say that night there was a lot of fuckers who found a pillow in their face.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Just, what the fuck?
There wasn't a pillow in sight on that ward.
What the fuck you both doing? Putting you out of your misery.
Yeah. Oh man, so then one night we had to pick a movie and it was my turn to pick a movie, and I was like, oh, where's Schindler's List?
Yeah.
No,
Awakenings.
I said, so I was like, where's that video of Logan Paul finding the Japanese man in the suicide forest,
Yeah.
And but no, I found Borat.
Yes.
And now bear in mind I was the youngest person on the ward by a country mile. It was me and then a bunch of fucking retired cunts from fucking all around the country, like owl fellas and then fellas in their 40s. I was the youngest by a country mile, and I was like, who's seen Borat? And no one's seen Borat. And there's all these owl ones as well, like in their 40s, 50s and 60s, who are fucking they're rudderless, their kids after dying, they fucking they're addicted to booze, they're addicted to fucking.
They've eaten the rat.
Yeah, they can't stop listening to Marion Finucane on the radio, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, who's seen Borat? None of them had seen it, so I put on Borat, and they fucking loved it. They were falling out of their chairs, right? And then we were so funny because there's all these like country lads, like basically there's about 5 lads in the room who were just like your dad, right? Just these old country fuckers just sitting there, right? And they were kind of just tolerating it. And then the scene came where Sacha Baron Cohen wrestles the other fella naked. He walks in and your man wanking over the Pamela Anderson thing. And by God, they stormed out of the room in protest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, oh Jesus, no. Oh, this is outrageous. Yeah. Anything gay now, they were like, oh, no. All 5 of them, like, just, they stormed out of the room. They weren't having any of it.
Oh, I'd say they were fucking putting the...
They might have been off to the jacks to fucking rub one out. You never know.
They're
like,
putting the rough end of a shotgun in their mouth after seeing Barry Keoghan shag a grave in Saltburn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Apparently he improvised that. Do you know that?
Where he fucked the grave?
Yeah.
He improvised that?
Apparently he improvised that. And apparently he's been banned from all family funerals.
Oh my God.
No, I swear to God,
really,
he improvised it.
And
so
all
they
the camera crew were just like...
Yeah, just like...
Right, we're going for lunch.
Just keep it rolling. Just... like when he whipped out the kiosk.
Emerald Fennell
just like, Emerald Fennell, the director.
They're going through the script.
Yeah, there's no mention of... but he was whipping out. You kind of saw his cock a bit in it, but never a full...
But he's shown his cock on camera before in the killing of a sacred deer.
Was his cock in that?
Not that. Maybe another... was in Love Hate. Wasn't he? Was like 15 in Love Hate. No, it was in something else.
He had his cock out.
Yeah, he was in some movie and had his cock out. So it's not unlike him to have his cock out on camera.
Well, I just thought that movie was fucking the bee's knees.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I just thought it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love when people I love movies just doing mad shit as well. Like, just why not have him shag a grave?
Yeah.
Or even when he's like eating your one's period blood and putting it in her mouth. You know,
fucking rock and roll, man.
It's rock and roll.
Yeah.
This is like fucking Mick Jagger and Keith Richards.
Yeah.
It's a bit of crack.
Yeah.
Sure, the mad shit you do. I remember when I was in school. Sure, this is like when you're a teenager. Sure, listen, you are truly like. Just it's so funny because you're just like a little young pimply sexual freak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're deranged.
You are deranged. Yeah.
You're actually you're criminal. You should be put in an asylum for the criminally insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember one time because I hadn't hit puberty yet, but I was still really horny, and so there was a long time I could wank without coming.
Ah, what
so
a blessing.
It was the cleanest crime in town.
Yeah.
No one could, even Columbo himself couldn't catch me. So one time, anyway, so what I used to have for a while, I'd have a little hole in my pocket, like of my thing here.
Yeah.
And so because at that time my flute was small enough that I used to wank with 2 fingers like that.
Right. Yeah.
So like there'd be times I'd be in class.
Yeah, having a
little fucking do. And then like I remember like
fantastic.
One time like in like French, and then I just I'd orgasm, so I just go, and then
they're like, very good, Mike.
And I'd be in French, I'd be like, je suis désolé.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Well, it was. I mean, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. But it was times tables.
I was gonna say something there that reminded me of some wanking cum. Oh yeah, when you're saying put your hands in your pockets. My school principal, when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
Just in the middle, this is so funny looking back. Just in the middle of class, right? He just come flying into the room with an accordion, right? And he'd be like, "Hello, boys," and then the teacher would be like, "Oh fuck, here we go," and he'd start playing the accordion, and we'd all have to stand up, and he'd start playing this. I think he wrote the song. I don't know. And he'd be like, "Put your hands in your pockets, in your pants. We're all going to do the Uchi Coochie dance," and then we'd all start dancing like this. I swear to God. Oh man, and then he just fly out the door with his accordion into the next room. Yeah, I think he's in prison now.
Oh fuck. Just run around the prison cells. Put your hands in your bitch.
I don't even know what.
Gets immediately raped in prison.
Yeah. Oh no, he was a good man, Vincent Conway. was his
Vincent
name.
Conway, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Vincent Conway. He could be still alive. I don't know. I hope he's alive.
Please God.
Alive. Oh.
Listen, we've done 20 minutes over today. We can't be giving away that amount of time. But sure, look, listen, it's New Year's.
It's New Year's.
There's a little present, little prezi for you.
For you, Columbo.
For you, residents of episodes of Columbo. Listen, we love you, lads. Thanks for the support all year.
Yeah.
And we'll be chatting to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.